Once upon a time, there was a good old traditional housewife. She cooked, she cleaned, cared for her children and the man of the house, and of course, she didn't talk back. She was both obedient and soft by nature. She was a good woman who always made good choices.
Shut that shit off.
We're good moms, bad choices.
Two single moms
Who said fuck the patriarchy,
shared all their bad choices,
and found out they weren't so bad after all.
We're experts,
oversharers,
and your new besties.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Welcome back to Good Moms, Bad Choices. I'm Milah.
And I'm Erica.
And it's Good Moms, bitches.
Happy hump day.
Happy motherfucking hump day. How are you feeling?
I'm in recovery. Yeah, I'm in recovery. Milah got married this weekend in Vegas. And in typical Good Moms, Bad Choices fashion, it was Good Moms Gone Wild, especially because most of us were moms there, but you would have never known. You would have thought we were childless women that have never, ever pushed a baby out of their pussy and have just been on party mode for life.
At one point, I think one of the shippers asked which one of us are moms, and it was every single one of us but one. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And it not only was a surprise elopement, but it was a joint bachelorette party. So when I say that we maxed out the bad choices to the highest level we could, I realized I don't think I've ever been to Vegas with Orlando or Erica, and then I realized because we should never do that. Because we are forbidden from anywhere called Sin City. 3 bad bitches shouldn't go together, okay? We acted nuts. We acted completely nuts, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm hungover. I've lost my voice, and but I'm overflowing with gratitude and happiness, and I pretty much have the fun. This is enough fun for all 2026. Like literally, we went in with our blazing. And we planned it in like 4 weeks. We decided like 4 weeks ago we're going to go to Vegas. Fuck it. And, you know, I don't know what we were thinking before, but Vegas is like, should be our middle name. Like, it was so good. And it's just so crazy to think that I met Orlando podcasting. I can't believe it. I'm like, I met you podcasting, and here we are. And, yeah, he had some friends come from the East Coast. We had friends come from all over. We had dick pops. We had strippers. Like, we got married.
Show the dick pops. Where's the
We
dick
just
pop?
ate it.
You just ate it?
Orlando was hungry.
Oh.
He made me take a bite first because I guess he felt gay. No homo. They were delicious. Shout out to Zin. That was my request. I don't even eat sweets. I had 2 requests: dick pops and a cake that said "Till death do us part" because I saw it on Pinterest. But I did. I had the perfect Sin City Pinterest bachelorette / elopement, and I am grateful. And I may never do drugs or drink alcohol again.
I think that this was the perfect Orlando Milah wedding that could have ever transpired in the history of elopements. And let's just run it back from the beginning. So we touched down in Vegas on Friday, and the theme for Friday was mob wives. So, you know, we're some theme ass bitches, okay? We don't
Costumes galore.
We don't and you know, not just us. We come from a long line of theme-ass bitches. So all of our friends are with the shits. So we all dressed up in mob wives. We went to dinner at STK.
The boys and the girls separated. I made a mood board for this weekend because I only had so much to give. I had a lot to give, but the mood board and the costumes were like priority. Very high on my list. These are what you have to wear. I even sent one of Orlando's boys who was like, 70s. I was like, I'll send you a link. Relax. Amazon has it. So, yeah, we did mob wives. So we're all in, like, gaudy furs. I borrowed my mom's. I'm still wearing one because I'm cold. I refuse to get rid of this veil. But we had, like, cheetah. All the prints you could think of.
And furs.
I
was walking through the airport in my grandmother's thick-ass fox fur. And then I realized that probably everyone had to wear their furs because how the fuck were you traveling
with it in your suitcase?
Oh, and I started off the trip in perfect Vegas hangover style, missing my flight. Shout out to fucking Frontier. I fucking hate you. But it all worked out because they have 20,000 flights to Vegas a day. So I just got on the next flight like 2 hours later. But dinner was amazing. And then from there we went to, what was it called? Rocksteady? No.
No.
On the record. On the record.
Yeah, we went to On the Record.
Because we were very specific about not going to an EDM club.
We went back and forth about the clubs for so long. I was over it.
This was a better choice.
This was the best choice. It wasn't $5,000. It was like the highlight of our 20s. They had like all the 2000s music, and I was like, how did they know? And you know, a couple of times we had VIP. I looked out into the crowd, and I was like, who the fuck are these nerds? There was also an electronic.
There was a robot.
Yeah, there's a robot. Because there was an electronic convention going on, there's a dancing robot in the lobby. I saw him actually in the casino after.
You did hit the robot?
They're like escorting him out. But there was all 2000s music. I even one time, like, you know when you're drunk and you have like flashbacks? There was like some dancers, some like 2000s dancers.
I saw them. They had suit jackets on. They had suit jackets.
They had outfit changes. And there's men and women. I've never seen a group of dancers at a club. It was very
They kept coming. They kept coming out of the backstage more and more. I was like, whoa.
I was like, wow. And then, because shout out to Zin, who really held it down in the fucking elopement planning impromptu, because was not her job, but she did. And also Paris with the connects all over the globe. We had not only a section, but we also had a back karaoke room that had completely totally separate music that you couldn't hear from outside. So we'd like party, you got to show me love, and then go to the karaoke room, do drugs, sing on the mic, go back. It was like an entire two setting party at one time. We were really young, and we had like the bottle service girls come out with the bachelor and bachelorette signs, which I haven't done that in a long time. I felt really cool. And yeah, it was great. And then, of course, we had to have an after party. Orlando and I had a suite at the Cosmo that I decorated. I brought like neon lights. I brought every vibey light from my house because and 12 candles. Because I was like, if we're going to have a party, we're going to do it right. I hate bright lights. And so everybody came back to the room. We took 4,000 shots, and at one point all the women were inside. We had like a wraparound balcony with like ceiling to floor windows, but all the women inside acting nuts. Like my tits were out. I mean, I don't really wear clothes, everybody knows that, but I looked out the window and the guys were all outside smoking, and we were inside on our knees on the floor. I have a carpet burn,
oh my god,
on my shoulder from getting on my head and twerking so much over the weekend. On my knees and on my
Not on your fucking head. I did look over and you were on your head.
Like 5 times.
Also, during the bachelorette, I guess it was all a bachelorette party, but
the stripper part.
I think this is like the first time in history that there's a wedding and then there's a bachelorette party after the wedding. So like Milah got married and then we had our own separate bachelorette party. So we had our male strippers come. And I look over and Milah is like she's doing some sort of gymnast shit. She's like upside down, like being held. Her legs are up in the air. I'm like, only a fucking 96-pound woman could be doing this. It was like, what is it? It was like, what is it called what's that movie when she jumps?
Oh.
Not Save the Last Dance.
But
the older one.
Right.
I was like, wow.
I think I was just like such on a high from getting married. And honestly, on Friday, everything was great. We drank, we slept. Oh, somehow.
No, I didn't go to bed till 5 on Friday.
Well,
we were in the room for a long time.
Yeah, till like 5 a.m. And then we managed to wake up for brunch at the Wynn, which
I don't know how you did that.
Because I already knew I had to. They had giant lobster tails. I was fucking up lobster tails this big for $200. We had bottomless mimosas and lobster tails and all types of shit that I couldn't eat, but it was great. And then I realized, oh my God, bitch, you're getting married. And I started getting so incredibly overwhelmed and nervous. I went to Mac by myself to get my makeup done. And I was over there like trying to meditate, like, and the bitch was like, doing my makeup. And I was like, just don't mind me, I'm meditating. I'm getting married. All my friends were calling me. I was like, I'm just trying to get into my head. And yeah, we went back to the room. I told Orlando specifically, do not get too fucked up before the wedding. What does he do? Get too fucked up. I call him. He's like, I'm drunk. I was like, you're supposed to be here in 2 hours. Do not be fucked up. He comes back in the room like, I'm okay, but I'm fucked up, but I'm okay. I was like, put this fucking outfit on and shut the fuck up. And then we went over. Most of his friends didn't know we were getting eloped.
Who knew? Did anyone know?
Like a couple of my friends.
No, but I mean like his friends.
No, none of his friends knew.
None of his friends knew.
So we gave him the address. They showed up at the chapel. They were texting him like, are you getting married, motherfucker? And so Saturday, the theme was wait, Orlando not only got drunk when I told him not to, but he also went ziplining.
You went ziplining?
He went ziplining through Old Las Vegas.
When the fuck did you go ziplining?
After brunch, he got drunk, went ziplining, got more drunk. Because apparently the shots are cheaper in Old Las Vegas.
You drove off the strip to Old Las Vegas.
They Ubered off the strip to Old Las Vegas because Chucky, shout out to Greg and Chucky and Kenny, who couldn't have complimented our crazy ass tribe better. They're all nuts, just like us. And so even on Friday, halfway through the club, I looked over and Greg has his whole shirt open. I was like, okay. He was like, you don't know me? I'm a sex symbol. I was like, me too. Sweating with his fucking shirt open. So yeah, Chucky's great idea was for them to go ziplining drunk, all four of them in like the Superman style. So Orlando comes back drunk after that with videos, and then me and him get dressed. We go to the chapel, and everybody was surprised. I was extremely nervous, but also happy. Like, what a blessing to be able to marry somebody where I want to have a bachelorette joint party, and it's seamless and nobody cares. So it was really fun. The ceremony was beautiful. I'm sure the guy who married us was over us. It was supposed to be like a 30-minute situation.
Wait, when Orlando was saying, he's like, okay. Jamila walks down the aisle and she dances down the aisle, and then he's like, Orlando, Jamila, now share your love story. And then Orlando's so fucking nervous and apparently drunk. I had no idea. And he's like, since I saw Jamila, I knew that she was my perfect love, and I think I was like, he was so nervous, it was adorable.
But then he went, shut up.
But then he was talking for so long. The moment he's like had him pause, he was like, okay. And now we shall exchange the rings. He was like waiting for a pause to interrupt him to like be like, okay, shut up, nigga. We have 42 other weddings happening after this.
Literally, it was 8:30 at night. The fact that, or like, nobody knows. I don't know if anyone knows, but Orlando gets under the influence and he won't shut the fuck up. He's gonna be the kindest under the influence person you've ever met. He's gonna tell you all the greatest things, but he literally will not shut up. And he'll also talk in a high whisper. I love you so much. You're so beautiful. You're the best thing I've ever seen. But the guy, I looked over at him and I was getting nervous. I was like, don't worry. Who cares if Orlando's talking too much? It's your day. And I was like, babe, I think it's his turn. Babe, he's like, hey, the podcast, and then we saw each other, and then I love you so much, and then
I just knew it. And
then literally by the end of it, the nigga was like, I now pronounce you made a husband and wife, and then he walked out of the door. He was at the other side of the chapel by the time he said that. I don't even know how he got from here to here, but I looked away and he was at the door. I was like, kiss the bride, and he was out. And then we had a last minute photographer. We took our tits out. Shout out to Orlando's Christian cousin who came and probably was mortified. Because my friends are absolutely insane. We're like, everybody take your tits out for the wedding pictures. Why? Nobody knows. But we had to.
Yeah, it was important.
And then, of course, we drove back to the to the room. I made everybody come upstairs to take shots, and then I kicked them out. And then
Greg was up there. He was like, we got to go. Come on, guys. He was
I don't want to see that.
He was so stressed that he was going to see like some dick or something. He was like, we got to go. Take the shot. Hurry up. I'm like, don't worry. Rico has his clothes on still.
And then they wouldn't leave.
And shout out to Rico, who is our resident stripper.
I'm so grateful to have a resident stripper. I think we need to put him on payroll. I don't think we have enough money, but I'm going to ask my friends to put in. I was so high and like on a high from the wedding and just happy and drunk that I don't know what came over me. I was like, this is my wedding and this is my bachelorette. I really got to bring the heat. I'm like, I'm the wild bitch of the crew. So I gave a speech. I wish someone got it on camera, but it was like, ladies. Just so you know, Rico, we know him very well. So get as wild and as crazy as you want because he's a safe, divine, masculine stripper and he just got baptized recently. He's a Christian, y'all. With a nice dick.
I'm like, and what's your name?
I don't know him, but if you came with him, then
he's fine.
He's fine. Also, there's 6 of us. We could beat them up. And I was like, so this is about pleasure. This is about wild freedom. And this is about debauchery. Rock out with your balls out, bitches. Turn on the music.
And then we did.
And I was like, you guys only have about 5 more minutes with this outfit on. And eventually 3 of my friends helped me push off the corset. And then I was the stripper. What I realized is that women want to be the stripper so bad that the niggas don't really have to do much because there's like 70 pictures of me on my knees and them sitting, and I was like, why? I paid them. Why am I doing the work? But we got it popping. I'm gonna say there's probably like 9 of us, and we milked Rico to the max, and it was actually the best, greatest time ever. And at one point, I like put my face. My friend called me like, "Am I on speakerphone?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "I have a video of you putting your face in his dick and Eskimo kissing it." I was like, "What's wrong with me?" And then I was wearing nothing but my just married panties. And then I had a great idea that we should go crash the guys' party where the bitches were. They had like 6 strippers. And I was like, I don't need clothes. I'm just going to wear my fur coat and my panties. And all my friends...
You said yes. That was great.
No one protested that I should walk through the lobby with... I was like, I've always wanted to do this. I always wanted to surprise my man with nothing underneath and a coat.
Walking through the Vegas casino.
On my wedding day.
Nothing on.
And so I did. And then I came to his room with all his friends with only my panties and my furs and my stripper heels that I also got married in, because why would I get married in Vegas without wearing stripper heels? And I busted in the room like I was the fucking entertainment. Like I busted out of a cake.
Well, we walked in, we're like, woo, woo, woo! And then we walked in, we're like, where are the strippers?
What's going on here?
The fucking strippers were hiding in the room.
They're having an intermission. I was like, an intermission? Orlando was like, come here, please. He's like, come over here, baby. Sit on me. I was like, nigga, where the bitches at? He's like, no, just sit here. I was like, are you scared? Where are they at? I was like, I hired them. Let me go get them together. He's like, don't. He's like, Greg is getting them together. Greg is a stripper manager. I was like, does he know who I am?
So then I see Erin go back in there for a while, and I'm like, where's Erin? And then I see her come out, and all the strippers are following her out of the room because she, I think, had to go have a pep talk with them and like coerce them, get them a little more drunk and whatever.
I know, but I went in there, and I'm like, Erin looks like she's having a deep conversation. Like, what's your sign?
Well, that's what Erin said.
Erin.
Erin said they keep telling me all their traumas and what they're working through. I'm like, nobody has time for that shit right now. Come to the retreat.
Like, Erin, they're strippers.
Tell them to come to the retreat for that. This is not the fucking retreat. This is a bachelor party.
Eventually, they came out,
and when they came out, I was like, oh, okay. And then Kenny goes, no, actually, no, it was Jake. Jake was like, yeah. It's not good. He's like, there's one. There's like the star, and she's right there.
Jake saying it's not good.
He's like, there's a star. There's the star. She's the one.
She was the manager.
And then I looked over and I was like, okay. I'm like, she's cute. So I had high hopes, and then no.
At one point, they were dancing on me, and I was like, hey, you should dance on Chucky. Like, go dance over there. Like, the boys need more entertainment. I'm like, I know I came in blazing with my coat and my panties, but like, and then Orlando was trying to make me stay on his lap. I was like, Orlando, get your fucking dance. He's like, no, just stay. I was like, it's your bachelor. I shouldn't have come with this outfit, but just go. I was trying to push the bitches off on him, and he was trying to push me on him, and I was like, this is fucking terrible. But, they did what they were prostitutes.
They were not strippers.
They were prostitutes. But, I mean, to each his
Their
own.
playlist also was fucking horrible.
Yeah, what were they playing?
Horrible music. I was like, what? This is not stripper music.
I feel like at one point we made our strippers change the music, too. Oh. Now you said his name, I can't say the story.
Who?
About our stripper discovery.
Just bleep it out. Orlando, put a note.
So during our strip show, we know Rico very well because we hire him for everything that calls for a stripper. Live shows, divorce parties, birthday parties, bachelorette parties. I'm really, shout out to him, like, for even being in Vegas the weekend I needed him to be in Vegas. God is so good. And what was I going to say? He brought his Conrad. Brought a Conrad because we needed more than one penis because there's 8 of us. And he was alright, but I was just hoping he would make it up in his dancing and his, other areas. And somewhere through the night, first of all, I'm such a fucking Cancer. While they're like dancing on me, I was like, "You're such a divine, masculine man. You're so handsome. You're so blessed. Look at your body." I'm like, "Why am I pouring into them?" So I was being really nice to him, and I opened up his shorts. I had like a 2-second delay, and I saw a dildo. And I was like, I looked at him, and I looked at it, and I looked at him, and I closed it back, and I was like, and then like body rolled back. Like Rico was behind me. I was like, none of that. What the fuck is that?
we get in the elevator to go to the bachelor party, and Ashley's like, Erica, that stripper had a bandage on his dick. I was like, a bandage?
I almost made an announcement to
and
the girls.
she was like, did you touch it? I hope you didn't touch it. And I was like,
She's
oh
so
my
paranoid.
God. I was like, what the fuck? What in the fucking go? I don't even know. Sexual transmitted disease, cut. I don't know.
She was like that. I was like, girl, you don't put a bandage on herpes, bitch. What are you talking about? I was like, no, his dick was fake. But I was going to tell all the girls, like, whisper in their ear, but I knew they'd be like, what?
I wish you would have told me. I would have went and investigated myself.
I didn't want to embarrass him. And then even when I saw it, I tried to, like, dance on him for a little bit to not make him feel bad because I care. But then I was like, why? So I ended up complaining to the boss, Rico. But
I wonder if you told him.
of course he did. I mean, I told him he needs to talk to him. And he said, Rico shared with me, there's a male stripper trick called tying it off. And they get hard, and then they tie the bottom of their dick with a cock ring and gauze so that it will stay hard the whole dance experience. He's like, I tried it once, and half my dick had blood in it, and half it didn't. I got so scared. He's like, I never do that shit again. I said,
oh, it's his own dick that they do that with, not the dildo
yeah.
dick.
And I said, no, Rico. That one had a fake dick in there. He was like, no. I was like, yes, and you need to talk to him about it. I should ask for a discount, but Rico's my boy. He was like, no way. I was like, yes way. The fact that I'm complaining to Rico about his friend in front of Orlando, he's probably like, I don't know what to say. I was like, so that other dick? No. I really pray that all of my homegirls and my tribe will find a husband that you can be 100% yourself, put a week on it, so that all my friends were like whispering about the bachelor party. I'm like, babe, you don't got to whisper. You could say it. My bad choice of the week is that I Eskimo kiss the stripper's dick. Oh, you're so cute.
So last week's episode, we talked about bachelorette etiquette, right? And we're like, how like it's not standard, or people said it's not standard. So where's your stance now? Now that you are a full wife that has experienced her first and last bachelorette, what are your feelings around that?
About having a joint?
No, about indulging in the bacheloretteness.
Oh.
Because before we were like, we thought it was standard, but then we were like, everyone was like, that's not standard. That you like either, because you said you had to be, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And what did I say? Drugs. It takes a lot for me.
I was feeling really sexy, but obviously, I feel like let me not speak for all strippers or bachelor parties. I feel like it's always on the table. And I had my share of fun, but I did not have sex, and I would have been got scared. Orlando knows I'm a pussy in some ways. Like, I'll go so far. I'm like, okay, bye. I'm just kidding. But I think it still stands. I don't think you're supposed to have sex. Even though I know I disappeared into the room for like 10 minutes and everybody was wondering. First of all, me and my friend took Rico into the room for like 10 minutes. Fucking 5 minutes in, they're like, I'm like, are these bitches stupid? I'm like, what the fuck do you want? They open the door and they're all outside the door like, we opened it was like one person, and then we opened up the rest of the doors, all of them. I'm like, do you guys not get the memo? We weren't doing anything there, and for real, but I was like, if I was, you bitches would have ruined it. But no, I still don't think you're supposed to have sex. Now, everything around that is a different story. Everything other than sex, consider. And if you don't think about it, bring drugs and then reconsider. The truth is, I was feeling myself so much, and also, I don't know, something about having the ceremony. I feel like there was like an immediate rootedness,
safety.
Yeah, like even though we've been together, I already knew what was happening. I was like, huh. It's official. It's like really cemented in. So
are you Jamila Map Roy or Jamila Roy?
I think I'm gonna go with Jamila Map Roy, even because I'm a published author. His homeboy asked me that. I was like, I'm a published author, Chucky. So it's gonna be a hyphen. Or Chucky was like, oh, okay. Like, bitch. I'm famous. I'm famous in California, New York,
in Atlanta.
Yeah, but I don't think I had this coat on from this weekend, but now I'm hot. I know it didn't match, but this is all I had. But I think I have to fill out some paperwork that who knows how long it's going to take me to do that. But yeah, I think I'm going to hyphenate. I just don't believe in women giving up their identities. But also, fuck all these names. They're all slave names. I want to just be like X. But I'm a published author, so I can't do that. But Are you gonna hyphenate or are you gonna keep it?
I probably keep my last name.
Hyphenate?
Well, Shakem doesn't have a last name.
Because he changed his name to just Shakem. Like legally?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I've asked him, like, so what happens when we get married? Like, what? You have a last name? He's like, we'll cross that bridge when it happens. I'm like, okay, nigga, well, I guess it's Erica Dickerson because Erica Dickerson blank.
Just Erica. Okay, did he get rid of it for the same reason I hate black people last names too?
I think part of that, yeah.
But also,
Can I hit that?
Yeah, sorry. But also, Susan Bratton told Orlando and I that the last name Roy derives from royal. So maybe we'll just change it to Royal. The Royals. Orlando and Jamila Royal.
Well, if you write another book, then you could always, you've only written one. So if you wanted to.
I know, but I feel like that you have to like have a like, it's like Nancy Drew. You gotta
I guess it would be hard at the library to
find you know?
Yeah.
The library. No. I also wish I gave Luna my last name, honestly. I wish that kids took women's last names. I feel like we should go back into the matriarchy. Orlando, you don't want to be Orlando Map? He said yes, so there we go. And then where are we on our insane tales of debauchery? Oh wait. So I know last week I said that no threesomes, foursomes. So I had a great idea. I was trying to recruit Rico back to our room after the parties and my other homegirl, and I was like, if you and Rico come, then I can convince Orlando that it's cool, and then we can just all have after parties. So I was like, Rico, come back with me to the room later. I
know. I see him pack up his shit, and he's getting the elevator with us. I'm like, he's coming with us?
I was like, you should stay. You want to go see the girls strip? You should stay. You should stay with me. I thought I'm telling you, I was really feeling myself between the shoes and the coat.
Pimp Mac Daddy bride.
I was literally like, just stay after. Just, it's going to be fun. And he was like, okay. Wait, and then even at the bachelor party, I was like touching his penis. And then I was like, I'm sorry, can I do that? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I'm a nigga. I was like, this is what it feels like to be a nigga? He was laughing so hard. At one point, I feel like all like 16 of our hands were on like his penis. Just checking out the merchandise. Should I take this out, or should my friends want their business on the internet? It's just me. And then... So I was really feeling like a nigga. And then we went to his party, and he disappeared. He left. He left me.
He did.
I was like, is this what niggas feel like when the girls play them?
He literally snuck out like a thief in the night.
He did. I was scaring him. I was doing too much. And then I also asked him about the Diddy case.
You did.
Because he's one of the
literally after he was done stripping, everything was it before or after?
It was after.
Oh, yeah, it was after.
I was like,
right. He's like packing up his suitcase.
I was like, I want to tell
Mila's
you.
like, so yeah, I was watching
I saw you on Vlad
documentary
TV.
and I saw you. So what's up with Diddy?
I was like, so tell me more. We're friends, so come on. The show is over. Maybe I shouldn't have asked about that right before soliciting him to come to my room. Maybe we're still besties. He came the next day to get the rest of his money, of course. And then one of my friends. Okay, this is a bad choice. This is a bad choice of the week.
Bad mom, not a bad mom, but a bad mom. So good. I'm living.
So as Orlando's bachelor party ended, we went back to my room because I had better lighting, and they were trying to recruit some of the girls to come back to the room. And I was like, to be honest, these bitches are not up to par enough. But my friend really wanted this one girl to come back. And I was like, that's fine. Whatever. Just let's go. Like within 30 minutes, the bitch, she's 29, but she was acting fucking 18. She was like, yeah, because I have personality. I'm borderline personality disorder and schizophrenic. And sometimes like I self-medicate. And I was like... Aaron, you got get her out.
And she's been drinking. And
then she also confessed that she also, oh my God, she follows me on Instagram. She also confessed that she stole from one of the other girls.
The girls that she was with?
Yes.
Like that night?
Yes, a vape. Okay, I know this is not all strippers, but I'm well versed in strippers, and I want to tell everybody that you don't recruit strippers back to your house at any point. In fact, you don't even, like, under the influence, don't bring anyone back to your house, because I have done this a lot of times in Atlanta, and then I realized bitches are crazy and they're not treated, and it's not about them being crazy, it's about them not being treated and then treating with alcohol and drugs. And so it's
Treated like with like medication? Is that
no,
what
it's
you
like
mean?
it's like self-medication. Like you're off your meds, so you do other things, and it just gets crazy. And a lot of times strippers come with a lot of trauma because it's a hard job. Me, Aaron, Ashley, and Orlando went in the hallway at around, I don't know what time, because the time wasn't a thing all weekend, and we're like, this bitch has to go. She's like, she told me this. I was like, she told me this. She told me this. Then she talked about
my
her.
God, you're like trading like fucking stories.
Then I threw my bouquet, and she like dove to get it.
Oh, I was gonna ask. Ari asked me that this morning. Did Milah throw the bouquet?
We did in the hotel room with 3 girls and a stripper, and she dove like for her life to get it to, so she could tell us that she was gonna marry her nigga in jail. He gets out in 1 year. I said, get this bitch out of here. So the bad choice is never, like without vetting, never bring home a stripper ever to your house or your hotel, because they will not get out. But then I told the one who brought her up to take her down, and then she disappeared. Anyway, we had a 4th layer of our party. This party went until 10 a.m. So me, Ashley, Nisha, and Orlando, the party leaders of our crew, went out with a bang. We were drinking. We were taking shots. Fucking Ashley convinced me to shake up Dom Perignon. Shout out to May. It's the only reason I had it. And put it all over my body. So
she is such a champagne ass bitch.
I was like, it was the sun was out. She was like, just shake it up and let it go. And then she's like, I'll do it. Sprayed all over me. It was sticky. It was on the floor. But Nisha was like, I'm the best DJ in the world. I'm going to be in Ibiza next year. I'm a billionaire. We're like doing manifestations, talking about how cool we are. I'm naked. Orlando's naked. We're just being absolutely insane. And it was exactly what I would wanted. The most insane, wild, free, debaucheristic, I just made that up, like Cam Newton, weekend I've ever had. And I wouldn't want it any other way.
It was beautiful.
It was really good.
I was looking back at the videos and I was getting emotional. It was just like pure love. It was pure love, pure joy. It was everyone's so genuine, and like just looking out for one another too. And it's just like we've cultivated such a beautiful tribe, and the tribe is expanding, and to see it expand in real time like that, because we've never spent time with Orlando's friends, and like his friends, like I don't know, like I'm so happy that I met his friends. It says so much. It explains Orlando so much more to me, and just like the foundation of who he is and how solid he is, because his friends are solid, you know.
Yeah, they were so sweet. They were like giving speeches.
They were so that too. Like that's really what touched me so much was them sharing so vulnerably, like their love for Orlando, their excitement for this experience and your wedding, and just blessing you guys. So it was great. Everybody was like, it meshed so well, and it's true, we don't really get to spend that much time with them. And I'm like, I want them to know who you're out here with. I want them to know that you're okay. Yeah.
I mean, even though it's been fucking 4 years, but it's just like.
And thank you for choosing me as your witness, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get my moment to fully cry in that moment because I was being rushed. And I was like, you want me to sign this? Be like, sign the fucking paper. We have to go. I'm like, okay.
Somebody told me, like, make sure whoever does has good handwriting. I'm like, okay.
I would have practiced more. You would have told me, bitch.
It's just such random advice. I didn't even think about it. Someone told us that like when we got there, we had to go like pay for the license and do the legal thing. So someone told me that, and I was like, that is the most random shit ever. But you're welcome. Yeah. Who else would it be?
It's beautiful.
That's what I will say. One thing about getting married and like really celebrating love in this way, it really shows you who your friends are. Like everybody who was supposed to be there was there. It really shows you who shows up to support you, and like the smallest, littlest things, you know, like tying the corset, like just all the small things, like the fucking cake that I wanted. And I don't even fucking eat cake. Like just the smallest, tiniest things helping me. Poppy, shout out to Poppy Florals, like making me flowers that I wanted from my Pinterest board. And like I said, it was last minute. So like it really, really, I did feel filled with love, not only from like Orlando, but from his friends. They were like whispering in my ear, crying, like, I love you so much for my brother. You're perfect for him. It was just so sweet, you know, like there was no shortage of vulnerability. There was no shortage of like just communicating and sharing and love and pouring into one another. And like yes, there was a lot of extracurricular activities, but it was really, really, really just like based in love and like just an abundance and overflow of it.
Yeah, it was real. It's real love, real love.
And then on the last day, all my friends left, and I told Orlando, no one's coming to speak to me. I hope they said bye. Chucky and Greg were like dead on our couches, and then I got up for a second when, because Orlando had made a dinner reservation, and I was like, we still got 1942, bitches. Who wants to take a shot?
You're like round 2.
Round 3.
Round 4.
And Orlando was like, are you kidding me? I thought we were going to rest. I was like, nigga, we only get to sleep for 12 more hours. It's most our rent. We better do this shit hard. And then one of our friends, Aaron, was still there. We all went to dinner. We turned up. We stayed up again until 100 hours. We got freaky. We acted crazy. We did the most ridiculous. We're the most ridiculous adults. I was like, this is the new adults. This is the new adults.
This is the millennials. This is the millennials are, I think, cooler than the generation before, for sure. The generation before is not doing this type of shit. It's very limited.
I think someone said this during the party. I remember saying something. These fucking kids don't know how to fucking party.
They don't.
I remember someone saying, like, these fucking kids, they don't know how to party. They have sex late. They were like disrespecting them in the middle of our party. I was like, yeah.
They have sex late.
They don't leave the house. They were saying all types of shit.
Oh my God. They're having babies at responsible ages.
At one point, I was with my panties doing cartwheels because the suite was big, doing cartwheels through the hallways. Like, look how big it is, guys. I was around the balcony doing cartwheels and skipping back and forth. And it was like 30 degrees. I was like, I feel great. I don't feel anything. Like, bitch, you're fucked up. But I never was really hungover. I mean, yesterday, getting through the airport and packing was deadly. Like, it was really hard. I
can't imagine.
My suitcase broke going up the stairs, and all I could do was just laugh. There was not a single ounce of water or juice at my house when I got there. I told Orlando in the middle of the night, he was like, are you hot? I said, I'm hot and I'm thirsty. And he came back, he found like this much water in a water bottle. And this morning he told me, he was like, I ate some spoonfuls of applesauce because I was so thirsty.
Not applesauce. I just needed liquid.
Yes, I was dying. At 5:30 in the morning,
I've been there. That's how I felt the first night in Vegas. That first night, me and Ashley went back, and we're literally sharing 4 inches of one water bottle. They didn't offer us water at all, bitch. So
there was no water in their room?
At one point, then I realized the next night, because we had drank all that water again, all I had was tonic water. Bitch, I drank a whole bottle of tonic water because I was so fucking thirsty. I was like,
Ashley,
is Vegas.
You drank all the water that was probably $17 in my mini bar. I'm about to call you right now. She's like, and then she took them. I was like, why would you take my fucking mini bar water?
Because we didn't have any in our room, bitch. That's why. I just told you.
We were dying. That's what the problem is.
Oh my God.
I'm going to drink so much water this month. It makes no fucking sense. I am probably going to be recovering for a long time. We didn't have the strength to even bring our luggage upstairs. We left it in the foyer of our apartment building. Because I can't. Wow. This weekend, Nisha said, was like a mix of Wolf of Wall Street, Hangover, and we're still trying to figure out the wedding movie because there's no wedding aspects. But
Wedding Crasher? No.
No, but it was epic.
Bridesmaids?
I couldn't ask for a better
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was really, really good. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. All came together great. And I was happy. And my hoochie outfit worked out. And just that I had the freedom to be as nuts as I want to be. And my crazy psycho husband says, yeah, do that.
Oh my God, look at his ring. I haven't really seen it.
On him, yeah.
Oh my God.
I know there's a couple times during my debauchery we were having sex and I was like, oh my God, you're married. I know, because I've been wearing one. He hasn't been wearing one, so pretty interesting stuff.
Wow. Well, I just want to say congratulations, bestie, friends, family. It's just so crazy, the evolution of watching your journey in love and dating and being able to be witness of it and see you move through it, sometimes failing, but all the time, just constantly showing up as yourself until you found the person that was going to love you for exactly who you are. And so it's been such a beautiful experience to be able to witness your love and just the way Orlando loves you and the way he shows up for Luna. And I'm just wishing you like the most juiciest, sexiest, abundantest, liveliest, peacefulest union till death do you part.
Till death do us part, baby. Yeah, I agree. And to everybody who like messaged me and DM'd, it was a lot. But
girl, you have like 800 comments on that
I was
post.
like, wow. But you know what? The really cool thing about this is like, as cheesy as it may sound, I literally met him on the podcast.
I know.
Like without this podcast, so much wouldn't have happened, including me meeting this man who lives 3,000 miles from us, and also just kind of showing every step of the way and being like sharing in our love. And even like honestly, the reason me and Orlando even ended up here is the first time we hung out, we went on live together, and I was like, this is the most content creator fucking cheesy ass shit. We were at breakfast and he put it on live, and like 5 people were like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. And then that was the first time I was like, really, you did? Is that what you think? So it made me like consider it.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful.
So like the tribe like planted seeds for you guys too.
Yeah, definitely. It makes me so grateful to just say yes to like understanding. It makes it very clear, just the saying yes and being open, and like just how important your choices are when it comes to what really feels good in your gut. And even though if it seems crazy, even though if it seems, like off-putting, starting a podcast with a stranger about smoking weed and being a single mom and dating and being completely crazy publicly, to, like randomly meeting a man that witnesses you and like witnesses all those things, like it just makes you feel like everything could have been different. Mm-hmm. Every choice I made, I could have been in a completely different universe, not being myself, not being happy. Because a lot of people told me, but you're too much. You're doing a lot. And I am a lot. I'm not for everybody, but I'm for Orlando, and that's enough. And like that's the reason being this community and you and this podcast have really shown me how important it is to show up authentically and show up imperfect and show up honest and be willing to say it out loud. I know we talk about like the podcast being the medicine, saying it out loud, but like it really rooted me in not only am I saying this, but I'm going to do it. And when someone or something doesn't serve me, I'm going to let that shit go. This is like my baby daddy, letting that go, like saying yes to having a baby, saying no to having a baby, like just saying yes to a friendship, saying yes to being vulnerable has literally brought me to the beginning of the rest of my life with the love of my life, with someone who truly honors me and sees me. And I used to say this a lot on the podcast, like I want someone who's going to see me dancing on a table and say, hell yeah, that's my baby. And that's what I got. Like I literally said that so many times that I manifested it. I was like, whoever is going to love me, it's going to be easy, and they're going to love me as crazy as I am. And I'm grateful for the podcast, because it also, when you say all your business, you can't hide. Right. I was dating people and I'm like, if you think this is bad, listen, there's about 17 episodes. I say some shit you're not going to like. And someone could potentially come up to you in public and tell you this information. If you can't handle that, I am not the person for you. So like it really backed and rooted, like cemented in that this is it. Like this is who I am. And I am just extremely, extremely, extremely grateful for you, for this space, for my tribe, for the people listening. Just for welcoming me and loving me with open arms so that I can arrive here and be loved like this. Shout out to Love Like This. Listen to our podcast, Love Like This with me and Orlando, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of episodes with more details about this insane weekend.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for coming, and
Of
than't you for
course.
being the witness, obviously, and
Yeah.
supporting and loving us and telling me this is your husband, bitch, And I think a part of me too is like I didn't really expect this for myself. I didn't truly see this for myself. Did I want to be married? Yeah. But I didn't truly think that there was going to be a man that would accept all of this. Even as a podcasting bitch talking about dating and sucking dick and doing all types of honest, weird things, I never thought that someone could hold it. And so I had kind of accepted that I would be a hoe with lovers all over the country, and that would be enough for me. And like, thank you for even planting the seed early on that was even a possibility. And thank you to Orlando for, in 4th grade, wanting to be married and still wanting to be married and taking so much pride in being a husband and a partner, and pouring into me and asking me to be myself and more of myself, and just like being the man that you are and saying, no, we're getting legally married, bitch. This is what I want. So, because I would have been like, let's just, let's just pretend, But I'm grateful for that. I needed that in that moment when I got out that car. I was like, there's so many things being healed right now. And my parents got married at the Little White Chapel in that room when I was like 6, so 30 years ago. So it felt like I was rewriting just like my lineage, and it was like a rebellious act of love that I could show up as myself, because I know a lot of women can't. I know a lot of Black women haven't been able to, and to be like loved like that. Like I really I'm proud to be like an example of that, and like to experience this.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Specific like that, like you're able to do that, because I guess when I was thinking about you getting remarried there, it was like an ode to them, but thinking about it more of like it's an ode, but it's also like an act of rebellion of like you showing up as yourself in this relationship, and like you guys being individuals but being of one as well. And like I think that you've shared a lot about your parents' marriage and their dynamic, and that's not your relationship. It's just not. And I'm sure, you guys will have to move through challenges and all those things, but that's not here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's so big.
Yeah.
That's so important. That's so major. It's like that tie is cut.
Yeah.
We're done with that. That cord is done.
Yeah.
That cord is cut. And
I got to do it in the same place, like literally, like it was rewriting something for me. It was just recalibrating like the trauma that I've experienced, just secondhand being raised in that environment, and it really, like, I felt like an alchemist, that I am like shifting the story for Luna and for whatever she chooses,
And honestly, like, what are we doing if we're not doing that in our marriage? Like, what is the point of us even doing the whole ceremony if we're not like healing something and moving something forward? If we're just going to repeat the same shit that our fucking parents did because that was perfect, right? No, like, I feel like if more people started viewing marriage from that lens, like, their choices might be different around the type of marriage that they're accepting or the person that they're going to date, and et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. Having children, all the things.
Because it's important.
Yeah.
Who you decide to like make that covenant with, that like have that ritual and that ceremony, it absolutely affects everything that you touch. It affects the decisions you make. It affects your kids, as we all know. Like deeply. So it's like you have to make that choice consciously and come together and be like, what are we doing here? And Orlando was like, my goal is that I get to sit in our porch and watch our grandkids play. I was like, I never even thought about no shit like that. But like having someone who's intentional and it being clear, because Orlando didn't come from fucking a family dynamic of roses and daisies. So it meant a lot to us to be able to be, just show up authentically and like, be clear about what we're doing here, and not just for like the family, but for us. Like it is rooted in pleasure. It is rooted in fun. Obviously, it is, and because like, what kind of life do you want to live? Because we've seen our parents. A lot of us have seen our parents not be happy. Yeah. So like, I think people underestimate happiness. Yeah, like it's important.
It is. Well, thank you for just allowing all of us to be witness of it and being so brave and bold and sharing, because you have, like, y'all go back to all of our episodes. If you're just joining us now, go back to the beginning. You will have a lot more context on where we're at, where Milah's at, where I'm at, and just the journey of us, because we've shared so much and you've always been so honest. And I'm just so happy for you. And I look at the pictures and I'm like crying. I'm like showing Irie, like trying to skip over like the fucking strippers. And
the album is like,
because literally the album is like this. My phone is sponsored by Hooji. At this point we need like a Hooji sponsorship.
I know. I see you guys tagging Hooji.
What the fuck? I'm tagging Hooji, bitch. I'm like, give us something. Look at these bomb ass photos we're taking.
We're gonna have to do a whole Hooji, like, we
got to do a wedding Hooji. Whatever. I don't know a mood board. I don't fucking know. Anyway, oh my gosh. Well,
fucking epic.
You're a fucking wifey.
It's a wife.
Yeah, you're a wife.
It's a new chapter and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah.
I mean, even though nothing really changes, I still, it's still, I don't know, it's crazy. It's like an adult.
Yeah.
Well, shall we pull a card, my dear?
Okay, let's do it.
talking about.
It's like balance, it's
Yeah.
harmony, it's
It is. It's like balance in like mind and spirit. It seems.
the elements, all the elements being balanced.
Shout out to Biddy Tarot. I wish we would get in contact with them. We've been shouting them out for 4 years, but
One
hey,
day.
girl. Temperance is the card for bringing balance, patience, and moderation into your life. You're being invited to stabilize your energy and allow the life force to flow through you without force or resistance. It's time to recover your flow and get your life back into order and balance. This card calls you to remain calm even when life is stressful or frantic. Maintain an even temper and manage your emotions. You have learned to keep composed in stressful situations. Little things don't get to you. Thanks to your seemingly abundant source of patience. Your respect for balance and tranquility is what will help you achieve and experience fulfillment in your life. Temperance asks you to take the middle path and accommodate all perspectives. Now is not the time to be highly opinionated or controversial. Be the peacemaker and take a balanced and moderate approach, avoiding any extremes. Include others and bring together diverse groups of people to create harmony and cooperation. By working together, you will collectively leverage the right mix of talents, experiences, abilities, and skills. And this is true. This weekend we had just about enough of earth signs, A-types, just about enough of water signs, just about enough of everything. Mm-hmm. It was like people did the reservations. Shout out to Zen. Like,
Zen
seriously.
kept me on track, okay? She
Thank
was
you.
on my room. Knock, Erica, 5 minutes.
Thank you, because I don't know what the weekend would have been without you. It would have been a blur. Okay, any structure there was, Zen, and Nisha. Thank you guys, really a lot. I should like shout out from the bottom of my heart. Elevated Room Events / my homies, my besties, the tribe, because I needed you, me specifically.
Yeah.
Are we missing anything?
I think we're just hungover.
I'm losing my voice. I am hungover. This is I crawled out of bed to get here. But I feel like I had to be like share with the tribe.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm full. I'm gonna be full for a minute. Like it might take me. I don't know if we're supposed to work after this. I don't have a lot to get.
No, I don't.
I don't have a lot.
It's fine. Go home.
I'm like I might be asleep for 48 hours to make up for the loss of sleep all weekend, but it was worth it. So I'm grateful. So I love you guys. I'm thankful, and I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Oh, dear Lord. That's classic.
You spin my head right round when you go down, down.
Walk out the house with my swagger, hop in there with yo. I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night 'cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot 'cause we ballin' this platinum Patron every hour. Lil' mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. 'Cause
You spin my head right round when you go down, down.
I'm on the floor, I watch her go. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. From the top of the floor, I watch her go. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. Hey, Charlie must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Get dirty all night, that's part of my. We building castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get paid, it's maximum wage. That body belong on a poster. I'm in the days, that bottom is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a gun out of holster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your sofa.
You spin my head right round when you go down, down.
I watch her got me going